Joining us today for Primetime Local News is Jerry Duhame with Just Cruisin'. Thank you so much for taking the time to be able to speak with us today, Jerry.
Well, thanks, Shelby. It's nice to have you back. Thank you.
Of course, always happy to be able to have you on here and be able to speak about the Show and Shine event. It's a popular one here in the border city. So I wanted to ask, how many years has this going on now? What year would this event make it for coming up here on Saturday?
This would be the year 14 for the big show, and it's been going pretty well for the last, other than for the COVID year where we had to cancel.
14 years. That's definitely been quite a few years now. It's been here in the border city. So I'm glad it's able to continue on now for residents and people that want to show off their nice vehicles. Now, for those previous events, how has that support been from residents?
Well, it's been phenomenal. We've just kept growing and growing. I think that we can safely say that we're the largest car show between Saskatoon and Edmonton now, as we've kept growing and growing over the years. And the sponsor support has been phenomenal. This year in particular, they really got behind us. We've been basically 2 years in the making. So although we managed to squeak one in last year in September, it was a little bit smaller show, but this year we're going all out back to the multiplex, and everything's going to be flat out as much as we can anyway with the weather.
Oh, well, that's really good to hear. And I hope, we get some nicer weather here for the Show and Shine event coming up on Saturday. We've been seeing some gloomier conditions, so hopefully we'll have a beautiful day on Saturday. Is there any changes happening with this year's that you're already saying, you had to not be able to do it for COVID? So is there going to be some certain changes for this new year?
Well, one thing we're doing this year is we're bringing back all the kids zone events. Last year we chose not to do it just because of some of the COVID rules, and wanted to make sure that we had a healthy and safe environment that we were working in. And so this year we're bringing back the kids zone, which means the make and take, where the kids get to take a plastic model, put it together, courtesy of IG Private Wealth, Children Associates, and take it home with them. We call it the make and take. And then the other thing is the matchbox racing, courtesy of You Can Do. Gary Olin and family run that for us, and they bring the cars, and the kids get to race it on a special track. And if their car they pick doesn't win, they switch it and get another car and keep racing until they win. So the kids can take stuff home, and there's no admission charge for the public and no charge for the participants. So it's a pretty good event.
Oh, awesome. It's good to hear that there's some more family activities coming back. I'm sure families here are going to really love that, and all the kids here in the border city. Can you kind of explain the history of what Show and Shine event is all about, just for others out there that may not be aware?
Well, we've started Show and Shine about 14 years ago. And what it is, it's you can bring basically anything that rolls, anything with a motor and wheels. And in fact, just about anything. We've had tractors, we've had motorcycles, we've had a snow plane once come in, and we're just trying to encourage the hobby as a activity, and encourage people to bring their vehicles out. Lloydminster has a ton of classic cars. You just have to go out any evening when it's a nice evening and you see them rolling around. And some of them I haven't been able to see up close myself, although we try to track them down and invite them out to our cruise nights on Wednesday nights. But it's just a fun thing for people to see vehicles that have been restored, perhaps in their original state, in the state of being restored. We have some pretty cool stuff coming. We have an alcohol dragster. Mark Van Nance and Dwayne Maxwell have fired this up for us about 3 different times in three different events, and they're coming back at us for one more time this year. If you've never been to a racetrack or heard a dragster start up, it's quite an incredible sound and a lot of power. It's kind of cool.
And for people that are still interested on registering, or how is that working right now for registration? Where can they go to register online, and how is it going to work for this year?
The registration is not pre-registered. You just have to show up. It's on Saturday from 9 to noon. The show is from 10 to 3. We have 20 different awards, which we're handing out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Everything from the top 10. We have the mayor involved. He does a mayor's pick. He picks a vehicle. We have Best Original. We have President's Choice. One of the key ones is the Participant's Choice, where you're judged by your peers. We don't judge the cars. Your participants judge all the vehicles. And if you get the Participant's Choice, that's a pretty prestigious award to win. And then the general public get to pick one called People's Choice. So there's lots of awards and lots of fun things to do. We do have a couple of awards that are kind of unique to us, and that we've lost a couple of members over the years, and their family wants to stay involved. And so they're giving away their family memorial award to a vehicle that they pick. So lots of things happening, lots of things to do. Good food. We'll have lots of food trucks there, some local ones, some from out of town. The mini donut guys are back, so it should be fun.
Okay, perfect. And for people wanting to find more information about where and when, I know you already brought it up a little bit earlier on in the interview, but for people that want to find more information online, where can they look and find some more information on the sponsors as well?
Absolutely. We're on Facebook. My phone number is on the poster, which is also on our website, which is www.justcruising.com. Facebook's probably the best option, but they can call me at 780-871-1906.
Awesome, Jerry. Well, really glad we're able to have you on here and be able to speak about this. And hopefully we'll help get the word out and more people will come and participate and show up for the Show and Shine event this year.
Thank you very much, Shelby. We'd like to see lots of local cars out, and some coming far away from Calgary, Saskatoon. So it's good to show up and show your vehicle and come and have some fun.